Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. As everyone should be aware of, the closed beta for the Awakening expansion starts on the 20th of April, and that's also the time when normal players will start being selected for entry. Every 5 minutes, a timer on the official site will select a new account from the signed up pool and will grant it access to the closed beta. If your account gets selected, you will receive a mail, a PM on the site, and you will be able to download a new client. Yes, a new client, because that's where the beta realm will be, so you can add the download, the install and the update time to the wait. If you happen to get in, be aware that there will be multiple characters and items wipes, depending on how drastic the balance changes will be. Other than that, there is no NDA on the Awakening, so if you absolutely can't wait to know and see more about the expansion, you will be able to watch it on Twitch, as all the most known streamers are going to be given beta keys in advance. As GGG usually does in the week prior to any big patch, we are getting daily batches of informations, each one regarding a specific aspect of the expansion. First revealed was the lore, which streamlines the new act story, and second were the new skills, most of which have been previously shown in many video previews. Going a bit into the specifics, the new gems includes 2 new categories of skills, Golems and Warcries. Golems are designed to be more durable than regular minions and have one important rule: you can only have one golem out at a time. Ice, Fire and Chaos Golems are all very different from each other and will definitely be used by most players, especially thanks to the passive buff they grant to the player as long as they're alive. Warcries are a set of tones scaling in effectiveness based on how many monsters are nearby when the skill is used. Warcries all share a cooldown and do not have the spell tag anymore. This means no more cast when damage taken or spell echo supporting Enduring Cry. News haven't gone too deep into the new items yet, but the Marraketh weapon have been revealed. While Act 4 isn't set in the Marraketh lands, the Marraketh people were involved in many historical battles that occurred there. These new weapons have different implicits from the usual ones, and include increased AoE, increased global defenses, crit chance and crit multi, chance to bleed, move speed, elemental penetration and more. Apparently, the Marraketh weapons are the rarest and most desirable weapons in the game. However, they do not deal substantially more damage than the highest current base types, just the new implicit mods make them more appropriate for certain builds. As a nice touch, all of the Marraketh weapons have a 3D art and look quite different from the existing weapons in Path of Exile. There's also no unique planned at the moment for these new base types. And speaking about uniques, one of the reasons we get so many new ones in the Awakening expansion is because GGG decided everyone in the game design team should design one unique, if anything, to allow each of them to add something they wanted to exist in Path of Exile. Last week we saw Rory's stuff, the Whispering Eyes, and this week we got a preview of the Shaper's Seed. This unique agate amulet greatly improves life and mana regeneration, as well as granting nearby allies more regeneration. What makes this amulet even more interesting is the fact that the way it's worded means it should stack the effect if multiple wearers are around. More info will be released in the next days as the beta envelops. Just earlier today, Rory made a post in the general discussion section on the forum asking players what they think of a possible Keystone Change that's going to be tested in the beta soon. The affected keystone is Eldritch Battery, one of the most popular caster choices, used especially to be able to sustain Arctic armor with auras and high mana cost spells. The change implies the energy shield now goes on top of the mana, with all the AS effects, like Ghost River, still applying to it. However, Arctic armor will drain mana directly and auras will reserve the mana underneath. Also, the energy shield won't regenerate unless you stop losing mana or ES. I'm personally not very convinced of this change, but what do you guys think about it? So this wraps it up for this week's episode. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So that was all, I've been your host, Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.